We came to run up a bag today. Yes, yes, we came to run up a bag today. Yo, 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 what is going on YouTube? It is Karma Speaks, back with another video. It's been a little minute, but we're back. I came across this video on TikTok. I knew instantly I had to react to it with you guys. So let's get right into it.
I've tried every approach, and I'm 56 years old. The only thing that will save you young nickels is getting money. The respect you gonna have from your woman, even if she don't like your ass no more. If you got some money, nigga, you can survive, you can leave, you can get a lawyer, you can start over, man. But you will be fucking respected, nigga. When you get some money, the final boss to this relationship shit is getting money. I'm telling you from a financial perspective, that's the only. I went religious, spiritual, taught theology. And the end of the movie, the final boss nigga, is to get some money. If you ain't hear nothing today, I don't know who need to hear this, young nigga. You got to get some money, and I'm gonna show you how.
Now, I don't know if Unc is really going to show us how to get some money. But what I do know is 2025 has been my best year. You know, God willing, we ended off like really well. 2025 has been my best life year, not just monetarily, not just relationship wise. It's just been my best life year. And a few different things have happened, but a main one is that I ran up a fucking bag. Pardon my tongue, but I ran up a bag. And it's not just about having the money or making the money or whatever it is, this and that. No. When you have money, when you make money, when you're hustling, you're giving yourself freedom. You're giving yourself opportunity. You're giving yourself time. And like he said, you're giving yourself respect. And I don't want to say making other people respect you, but by default, when you see somebody that has money, you talk to them differently. You talk to them as if you want to know how they got what they got, as if you look up to them. You become up here, right? The more money you have, the closer to the Father, I guess you could say, right? And I'm not saying this as just a spiritual way, but I'm saying, like, you know, we all know the saying where it's like you got God the Father, then you got the head of the household, the man, you got your wife, and then you got the kids or whatever. But in society, it's like you got poverty down here, you got the middle class person, and then you got the rich people, and then the ultra rich people up here who can control basically anything because they have enough money to do so, and money makes the world go round and round, right? But for this year, having a bag, right? Hitting new milestones. I mean, being 22 and honestly, after having like 50,000 saved, I already was like walking a little bit differently. I'm about to end off this year saving 80K in one fiscal year from January to January, 80K. That's a lot of money to save at 22 years old. It's a lot of money to save. And so bringing it back to the money and the respect thing, in my family, it's kind of like it's not like a full-blown known thing, but it's just like sometimes the way that one of my grandmothers speaks to my grandfather, you could just tell like she's tired. She's tired. She's tired. And probably, you know, because of different things that have happened in their life or whatever, you know, infidelity here and whatever, this and that. But what I do know is that being from the generation that they're from, you know, obviously mom is more likely to be at home or whatever, and then dad's out making money. And my grandfather ran up a bag in his day. He's still running up a bag. He's running up a crazy bag right now, not even gonna lie, right? But he ran up a bag in his day. And it's like, having that bag, having that security, not for yourself, but for your lady, for your children, all that, that wins. That wins every single time. And a lot of times you can F up a couple of times. And if you have the bag, then you're still good. You're still good. You're still good if you got the bag. And I'm not saying this is gonna work perfectly for 2025. It's not gonna work perfectly for 2025, and it's not a method. It's not like, oh, I run up a bag, I get to cheat. No, that's not the method. What I'm saying is that when you have a bag, when you have money, you're forgiven more, right? When you have money, you have more to offer to people, more to offer to the world, more to offer to women, more to offer to friends, right? And of course, when you have money, you personally might feel away and be like, well, I don't want somebody to want me for that, which is completely fine. And I feel the same way. That's why I don't spend money on people, right? But at the same time, you're going to be the most desired. You're going to be the most desired. And with 2025 being my best year in life so far, I think about the things that I guess made it so good. The bag was a big one. Knowing that I woke up every day ready to work, eager to work, and working made me feel so good. So good. Like I think the act of me working and getting shit done feels so much better than actually making the money. If I won the lottery and won $1 million, I'm sure I'd be happy. But the happiness from that is so short lived. But looking back and seeing that I worked my ass off to make this bag makes me feel so much better. And even with the people in my life, like my lady or whatever, she may not like the fact that I work all day long because she wants to spend time with me and she wants to cuddle and do this and that, which is awesome. But I know that she also, subconsciously respects me more because I'm getting shit done. It's like, it's like a feeling of low key like protection, right? I know no matter what's gonna happen, he's always gonna work and get this money, right? Even though we're young and she's not expecting that. She's not expecting any 22-year-old to be saving up 100K. Like who does that? Most people don't save 100K, or the financial responsible people, right? The rule of thumb is have 1 times your yearly salary by the time you're 30, right? I'm 22. So by the time I'm 30, I'm supposed to have, let's just say 100K. Average salary is closer to like 60K, but we'll disregard that. No, I don't. Um, but yeah, like subconsciously with my lady, I know that she feels protected and she feels proud and she feels a sense of comfort knowing that she's with a non-lazy man, right? Somebody who's working. Even though my job isn't all rough and I don't got rough hands and I'm not in the oil field or whatever it is, I work every day and I run up a bag every day. And I know she would feel so much better of me doing that and spending less time with me than me sitting around all day, not making any money and being lazy, right? And that's why she's been with me thus far, is because I'm working towards something. She sees a future for me. She sees a future for us. And I think as she gets older and as any woman gets older, the more of a future that they could see with you, financially speaking, having a family, being able to take care of all this business, the more likely they're able to invest in you, or the more likely they're willing to invest in you, right? My lady saw me working in the beginning of our relationship, trying to build something. I didn't even know what it was at that point, but she saw me trying to build something. And she believed in me enough and was kind enough and was gracious enough to help me in that transition or in that period of time, because she saw, okay, he's working really hard. I don't know what the fuck in yet, but he's working really hard. And I think that I could see a future with this person that's working hard. 3 years later, almost 3 years later, still together. Best year that we've had so far, in my personal opinion, right? And we're about to go on a trip to LA. Shout out that, right? But the bag And the work ethic supporting the bag is what gained the respect of my lady. She doesn't care about the money. She cares about feeling protected. And with that comes the bag, and with that comes the work ethic part. Another thing, going back to respect of people around you. I know with me, when I meet a new client, I won't lie to you. I treat those with the bag differently than I treat those without the bag. And I treat those that don't have the bag but look like they're on the trajectory of getting the bag differently than I treat somebody with the bag and somebody without the bag that I don't see a future for, right? If I meet a rich person, like ultra rich, and they see the value in what I do, taking videos and creating content for them, then I'm going to do the best that I can, the quickest that I can, in the most efficient way that I can. If I see somebody who doesn't have the bag yet, but I could see their future having a pretty big bag and then being successful, same thing applies. I try to do what I do the best that I can in the most efficient time manner, and I try to treat them as if they already have money. The person that doesn't have the bag, I don't really see a future of them having the bag because they're lazy, they're slow, they're inconsiderate, they're all these things, they're sloppy, there's no effort put into their presentation. There's no urgency for me to get it done. There's no urgency for me to make it the best video that I've ever made or anything like that. And granted, that might be unfair, but that's just how the world works, because what do I get from investing extra time and extra effort into something that's not going to give me a return? And of course, you never know what's going to give you a return, but you can damn sure have an inclination towards it. There are plenty of people that I see out there that just aren't working towards anything, that are just mindlessly doing things just for fun, basically. And with that, I look at it and I say, look, I don't see the value in what you're doing. I don't see the value in what you bring. So am I going to put maximum effort into your thing? Probably not. I'm going to try to get it done to pick up the couple dollars that I could get from you so that I can build my thing, right? My empire, because I know my shit's going to work. I know it. I mean, if I could be a 22-year-old that saves 80K in 1 year, what makes you think that I can't build the empire of businesses and invest in real estate and stocks and grow a huge portfolio? There's nothing indicating that I can't do it. There's nothing indicating that I can't do it, because I work very hard. I'm extremely smart. I research and I read books and I meet people that could actually help me. You know how many mortgage lenders, real estate agents aren't really gonna help me, but mortgage lenders, hard money loan lenders, investors, developers, everything like that I meet, and I grill them. I ask them so many questions because I just want to know. I just want to know the information. And those are the type of people that I make sure I work extra hard for, because they're in the position that I want to be in. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to keep going on too long. But Unc was right. The bag is everything. And if you don't got the bag, life is going to feel really, really miserable unless you got another way to have everything covered. But I've been on both sides. I've been extra broke, and I've been at the point where I'm at now. And where I'm at now is way better than where I was when I was broke. Appreciate everybody that watched this. Peace.